very comfortable. I feel like our team's in a very comfortable place, in a very good place. And yeah, I just feel like we have great vibes going into camp. And we should carry those vibes all the way through the first game. Dominate.
What's the difference between summer of this year and summer of last year?
Summer of this year, I think we focused a lot more on loving each other, building each other up, and not always just attacking each other. Like, for example, in workouts, a couple of the last years, we would argue a lot. And people would, start arguing and, pushing back and forth. But this year, there was a lot more leaders taking control, and like our main guys being our main guys and telling like everybody to get in line. Like, and it was just really a breath of fresh air, honestly. Like, just not seeing everybody argue, and like this team's special for sure. I can feel it.
Preston, Dave Preston, WTOP Radio. It's good to see a fellow Preston out there. Yeah, yeah. From sea to shining sea, the new look Big Ten. 2 years ago, somebody said, "Yeah, you guys gonna have USC in town for homecoming?" We've been like, "Nuts."
Yeah.
What is it like being in that world, competing in that world that is so different from the world even a year ago?
I mean, it's just like, it's crazy to think about the travel that we're gonna have to do, not just us, but like all the other schools from coast to coast. And yeah, like Big Ten was already one of the best, arguably the best conference in the country. So adding 2 more teams like Oregon and USC, I feel like it's just gonna be great for competition, great for the Big Ten in general, and just compete in competition.
Year 2 of Coach Gaddis' offense, even though it's the Maryland offense and it's Laxley's fingerprints too, but what do you notice differently this year as opposed to?
With Coach Gaddis, I think it's more, he's going to focus more on the details. One of his things that you've seen his offense is we take big shots. But this year, especially like in the last meeting, we're going to focus a lot on the details and just doing all the little things right. Because that's what beat us. We beat ourselves every year. Like, nobody truly beats us. You go back and watch the film, we beat ourselves. So not beating ourselves, I think that's the main thing.
One of the big focuses or whatever it is this summer is the quarterback room. Could you break down the quarterback room? What makes each guy maybe a little bit different? How good is it to see competition of that level?
Honestly, me, I love all the quarterbacks. I'm good friends with all of them, and they're all hard workers. They do what they need to do, and it's a great competition. Let me tell you, it's cool to see. Like, you don't really get to witness stuff like this like a lot, but I would just say like I couldn't break them down separately. That would take a long time.
We don't.
But they're all good guys. They're great guys.
Preston, coach says it's a player-driven culture. What does that mean to you, and what does that look like?
To me, like I was talking about earlier, it's just a lot of our leaders taking control, controlling some of the younger guys, that don't know the standard, don't understand the standard yet, and just really pushing our standard. Like here in Maryland, we have the standard that we set for everything we do for practice, for workouts, and I think it's just getting everybody to the standard, and that will just continue to push our player-driven.
So how do you go from being almost more like a pass catching tight end to being a blocking tight end? What's involved in that process?
Lifting weights.
How much weight are we talking about?
So I came in around 3 years ago. I came in at 212. I'm at 240 now, so about 30 pounds. But I wouldn't say I'm necessarily more of a blocking tight end. I think I'm still more of a pass catching tight end, but definitely got to block. I'm
Talking to coaches, they say you have to do everything.
Oh yeah, I'm an all-around tight end.
Okay. So how much fun is having someone in your life?
Oh man, Coach Sum, that's really my guy. Like, the minute he got here, we built a connection, and that connection has just grown over like the past couple months. And he's just a really good guy to have around. Like, he has a lot of knowledge. Like, and he tells me like he keeps it real. That's the best thing about him. He keeps it really real.
Have you ever seen those Adidas ads where he was in the ad?
So it's funny. We actually go back sometimes in the meeting room when we don't have anything to do, and we watch like his old stuff and like some of his ads and stuff. And
just about every coach says that you're not microwaving an offensive line that's slow cooked, crock pot. What's the biggest challenge for you being a part of this offensive line for you guys with so many new pieces in place?
Yeah, like you say, it's so many new pieces. It's just really building a bond. Like offensive line, you have to be hand in hand, step by step, and I feel like that's what they've done, or all of us really. Tight ends and on the line, we've done that over the summer and the spring. We built like a good connection, but I think it's just getting the reps, getting in practice, and actually doing it.
Preston, I know you got a chance to play tight end.